SKYE is a super strong agent. She has a blind that she can throw pretty far for your teammates, for yourself. She has a dog that can support team for info, and when you bite people, it stuns them. And a heal, which is pretty self-explanatory, but you cannot heal yourself, you can only heal others. And then an ult that finds, they like seekers that seek people out and give info, like dogs, but like 5 of them, finds 5 people on the map. Kind of unreliable though, but whatever. I think her worst ability is the heal, and if that's a worst ability, then that's pretty strong still. That's a pretty strong agent. Her flashes are definitely the best part of her kit, and her dog is probably the second best part, along with the fact that her ult is only 7 orbs, I believe. 7 orbs, yeah. Is absolutely ridiculous. You could farm orbs and just spam them. They're so good. The number one most important part on the very basic is learning how to pop flash. Pop flash is super strong and super effective, especially in lower ranks. And if you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to play SKYE at the very basic level. So it's really important you know how to do that. First thing though, you want to make sure 2 things when popping, pop flashing or flashing for yourself. First of all, you should always be looking at your map when flashing. You want them to know that if your flash is even gonna blind them, or, and another most important part, you gotta not blind your team. Okay, don't be like this. Don't be like this guy. Jesus Christ. I mean, he killed 2 of us. He killed 2 of us with that pop flash. He's here. Look how long it takes for him to pop this flash. She should be looking at his map now and knowing that we're all peeking, and I'm peeking this, and there's no one there. Like, he doesn't need to flash that. But he does it anyway. He gets 2 people killed, and I'm winning his game. So, make sure just should not blind people, and make sure always look at your map. That's the number one thing right before you flash. Always look at your map. Always look at your map. Always look at your map. Have to look at your map. Okay, pop flashing. There's a multitude of different flashes. There's a
Blinded.
one where you ride against the wall.
Blinded.
There's fake flash. There's
Blinded.
a newer flash where you can swing
Blinded.
it behind you and then swing it back to the angle you want to swing with, and then just swing with it. That way your gun is out and it full blinds you, or full blinds the enemy, because the bar gets completed. And then there's the newer flash. I forgot what flash is called. There's like a name for it. I saw somewhere, but you throw it behind them, so it looks like on their skin it's a fake flash. Then you bring it back in front of them. There's a whole ton of flashes, and then there's a multitude of different. Those are just pop flashes. Like this, it's great. You can get really creative with it. But the basic one you need to know is just a regular flash where you just press E, hold left click, flick your wrist as humanly fast as you can, and just pop it. Just pop the bird, just like this.
Bro, ramp, heaven already.
Haven't already? Holy shit.
I'm gonna flash this. I'm flashing this. Flash the corner. I'm backing up. Just always use your
What the
flashes in
fuck?
any corner you can, and you find any corner. Just want to
They pushed
utilize
up,
your
they pushed the
utility. I'm
ramp.
not fighting,
Ramp.
right? I don't want a 2v1 dry. I just
Flash
swing.
it.
I know I blinded my
Oh,
team
never mind,
there,
blind.
but we'll get into that.
One more.
Spike down
I think he dropped. Alright, no Mario's gonna hate me. But let's talk about why
They
I blinded
pushed
my
up, they
teammate
pushed the
here.
ramp.
Ramp.
I'm gonna flash this. So on 2 things, or a lot of things that go into a flash, you gotta first understand the positioning of your team. Of course, you try not to blind your team. And another thing, you gotta understand the position of the enemy. If I blind when they're over here, they can go back into cover. If I blind when they're over here, I can kill them. They can't have nowhere to go. I also need to understand that where they're looking. If they're looking vent and I flash, then they're not going to be blinded, and I'm going to die because my gun takes out longer to pull out, and they're just going to turn and kill me. So they need to be looking at me. They need to be in a position where they can't run away, and I need to be positioned around a corner, a good place to flash, and my teammate, I need to make sure that my teammate isn't going to be blinded by it. Or if she does get blinded by it, like this case, that they're in a spot where they can live. And then the fifth and most important thing that you need to do also every time you flash, besides looking at your map, is say that you're gonna flash. I believe I said I'm gonna flash like 20 times, and she said, okay, flash, and then I still blinded
They
her
pushed
somehow.
up. They pushed the ramp.
Ramp, ramp, ramp.
I'm gonna flash this. I'm gonna flash this.
Flash it. Oh, never mind, I'm
Yeah.
blind.
And she said flash it, and then she
Lit.
but it's
Come on,
fine.
come
It's fine because I blinded her. She was in a position to just back up and just, chill. They could have worked that out better, but the timings are so minuscule that sometimes you gotta just take that risk. Here's the new pop flash that I was talking about.
They're dashing.
So I know he's around that corner. I want to flash that corner. I flash it, and I'm staring at my map. I'm staring at my map. I throw it this way because I want to flash behind me, right around the corner. But that's a kind of a bad like it's just a normal flash. He's only gonna get blinded for like 0.7 seconds or something. But if it goes past this bar, right, then it'll blind him for like something like 1.7 seconds or 2 seconds or something. So it's far longer, and I can bring my gun out. So I turn it, I let go, so I can bring my gun out faster. And as I pop it, I already have my gun out. So those are the two advantages of that flash. But it's really hard to do and really niche. Yeah, it's just really hard.
Flash is crazy. Hey, why are they holding me?
Another thing is a dog. The dog is super useful. I don't have any blinds. I'm not just gonna try to fight like 2 people on site when my team's just dying or not here. So I just dog some delay and give myself some info to work with, So always try to use your utility. Here's another flash. Here's another thing. If you pop flash, right, because you're scared that they could be up close to you, then that means, and they're actually like further than you thought. So look at this. I know he's on my right. I flash. He's there somewhere, but he's not close right. I see him right there, so I flash again. I double flash.
Oh my god! Holy shit! You have ulti. You have
I know he's in a corner. He's in a position where I can blind him again. I don't just wait for him to swing in this time. I could, but I have another flash. Might as well use my utility. I could wait for him to swing. Good crosshair placement. He's gonna swing because he's stuck in a corner. They get nervous. I could kill him probably. But I have a flash. I could guarantee, or not guarantee, but like 90% kill. Like waiting for him to push me, peek me, it's like a 60-40. But instead I make it like a 90-10 percentage wise. So I know he's around either this corner or this corner. So I throw my flash straight. Because I actually think he's around this corner, but I saw him blind, so I know he's around the box. So I pop it, looking away. I just do a 360 and I kill him.
I can't see you.
Oh my god!
So just always try to double
Oh,
flash.
one more default.
Oh, I got shit. Wait, I got shit on. He's planning default.
If like you can't like blind him, so I blind him here just because we're kind of far away, and I know if my teammate gets closer, then I can't pop flash because it's just harder to calm. So I just flash early and then just flash again. Flash through.
Oh my god!
And don't whiff your shots like that. Just a side note, you gotta be really consistent when you're a flash character because my god, is it hard to hit shots when they're full blind. Another note is for when flashing, gotta understand that sometimes when they're full blind and their last resort is just to spray. You gotta understand that sometimes. Right here, I don't understand it, and I just walk into him because he just sprays me. So understand that. So like, say you're flashing an operator, like a chamber or jet that have an escape ability, they're not just gonna just fall back like a normal person. They're gonna wait. They're gonna take a shot and then TP out because they have that escape card. So if you know an opera's there, they're gonna take the shot. They're gonna take the shot. So flash the opper, wait for him to op, and then peek. Far too many times I see people flash and then swing immediately and then they get a blind op killed and they go, oh, he's full blind. Yeah, but he's good crosshair placement. Whatever. Just be patient sometimes, especially on operators, especially when you're blinding operators. Another thing good is you need to learn how to do is listening to footsteps. So like I said, you need to flash them when they're in a position they can't escape from, and they need to be looking at you. So A long right here is a good position. I know I'm playing Phoenix, but the concept is still the same of pop flashing. That is, you can't really team flash, or it's not as effective as team flash with Phoenix. But pop flashing is the same. So listening is very important.
This one time.
So I hear them right around here, so I know this is a perfect time to flash. I flash, full blind. I know he's in a corner. I pre-fire because when people are stuck in a corner, especially the tighter the corner, the more like what's the word? Claustrophobic they get. So they feel the need to peek because they panic. So they're gonna immediately swing out the corner. You just pre-fire it. It's free. A lot of this time it happens when you flash them. Pre-firing them is the other way to go. Like I could flash again, but I'm pretty sure there's another one. Yeah, I saw a third one over there. He could kill me, so instead I just go for this kill.
One short.
And then instead of just dry swinging, just flash again. It's genius. Just flash again.
Down A.
I flash again. I miss my flash, but I just kill him anyway, and he's dead. So, pop flashing is very, very strong. Just understand those two things. Other thing, some people walk up in this position. Say I'm waiting in this position to play off my flash. Sometimes they don't run up, so I can't hear where they're at, right? Sometimes they just walk. So I need to understand timing. I need to understand that they could be walking, clearing these angles, walking up, and now I flash. About like 5-6 seconds in, right? I just don't like, or at least do a jump spot. Like, don't just stand here and, just hope that they, like, make noise and then flash. Like, I'm not gonna throw out names, but Aaron, I saw him sit here like he's the most invincible player in the world. Like, people don't know what shift is and just, like, waiting to hear something. But no, you gotta understand timing. They could just be walking up on you. You could also utilize that to flash. Like, if it takes like 4 seconds to get here, then flash at 4 seconds and they're out in the open. So that's another tip. Timing. Now those are pop flashes. You need to learn how to pop flash at the very basic level. It's very strong. What makes it advanced is team flashes. They're really hard to coordinate. They're really hard to do, and you need to communicate prior. But it's far more effective than pop flashing, as it not only they blind longer, it gets your teammates involved, and when your teammates are involved, they always do better, because your teammates are garbage. You may have to make sure you gotta, like, keep them up. You gotta activate your teammates, because, they're bad. Anyway, I'm not talking about Aaron in this case, just in case you're wondering. I'm just talking about, like, in solo queue games. You can't rely on teammates. You gotta 9v1, or 1v9, sorry. You can't just, you gotta do more than just pull your own weight. You gotta help them pull their own weight, because they're garbage. I'm not talking about you guys, anyone I know. I'm just saying in general in solo queue. So in this case, this is a really good place to flash, right? I flash high because there's a short little wall here. It blinds all of them, but it doesn't, like, full blind them, and I don't expect it to. So I flash this corner. I tell Aaron to peek. I believe he's peeking, yeah. And as he's fighting, I flash over here. Because when they get blinded by this, they go back into the corner. A lot of people go back into this corner, and they're looking this way, right? So this flash around this corner blinds them, but doesn't blind Aaron. So it's beautiful flash combo. Should be all blind. He gets one kill and just a lot of damage. You get a lot of damage. They are lit hard. They're really lit. Right in this position, I would dog normally, but it's pistol round, and I usually buy 2 flashes and a heal and armor. So I don't have a dog. On offense, I buy a dog and I buy full utility on offense. But on defense, I only buy 2 flashes, not a dog. But in this position, normally I would dog. I don't have a dog, so I link. Okay, I can heal him. Nope, he has full health. How can I help him? Good leer. He doesn't need my help. He just leers. It's really good leer. Against both. Team flashes are very strong. Very, very strong. They're way more satisfying, to be honest. I don't know why more people don't do it. Here's the same thing concept, except it's not really a set play, it's more of on the fly. Like, I'm walled off, but my boy is fighting. I don't want to just leave him to dry. I can help him. So, first I heal the Sage, of course, because he always heals. I can flash again. That's really strong. I flash around the same corner. I communicate. Luckily, he listens. Thank God, W teammate. I'm flashing again. I flash, then he peeks. It's better for him to peek. Nice. I can do it again. It's better for him to peek with util than just peek try. I flash again. It may not have blinded them, but it's better than nothing. And if anything, it gives him info on where he is. He's not in the corner because I didn't blind him. He's probably hiding over here, so he knows where to pre-aim. So that's why utility is just better used than better not used. Most of the time, not necessarily all the time.
One more.
So he's gonna push to get his little 4K, and I want to help him.
Get it. Oh.
And he dies, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go kill him now.
Oh,
But I'm slowed. I'm not gonna push into a slow, so I'm like, what can I do? That's when I look at my utility. Oh, I have a dog. I'll dog him.
Nice.
Doesn't matter, he dies anyway. Here's another flash. Like, I'm always looking at my map. Always looking at my map. Especially if you're rotating, you should be looking at your map and understanding the situation that your teammates are in and what you're in and how you can help them. I have a flash. He's fighting A long, which is a perfect time to flash because they're so far away and I'm already mid.
Go, 3
So I
more.
conf him. I can flash your long. I'm flashing your long.
Go over it.
Oh,
Bam! They're full blind. He told me later that they're both blind. He had some nasty shot because one was close and one was upper. That's two different y-axis levels, vertical levels of head. And that's just crazy shots. But that was also the most insane flash I've ever done in my entire life. Kind of. So just always look at your map, but always try to support your team. It's very important as a SKYE. Another thing is just throwing flashes just to throw them when you know you're gonna go all in. Right? So let's look at this. And I'm not throwing them, I'm throwing them in a position where like it could possibly mess up the enemy, but it's guaranteed, it's like 100% not gonna mess up my teammate, right? So utility might not be useful, but it's not like damaging our team in any way. So let's look at this.
Reloading.
I kill this guy.
Yeah.
I heal him
Running.
first, and I know. I think, okay, I have ult. Ult is great on retake. Ult is so fantastic on retake, and we'll talk more about the ultimate ability.
I'm ulting.
So I ult.
Flashing backside.
I flash backside. I don't flash over because it's too in the heat of the moment. It's too hard to coordinate. I can't not blind my team while blinding them at the same time. So I just throw a bad flash just in case it blinds something, you know, maybe it does something. I just blind it. I just throw the blind there just, you know, just in case. And I know it's not gonna blind them. Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Found one.
I go help my team.
Oh,
I
55.
don't really need to dog here because my orb is on him and we know where he is. It's better just to just shoot him.
Sure.
And then we murk him.
Oh, I ran out of ammo.
one enemy
We murk
remaining.
him.
So,
Pretty sure Killjoy's looking to do
he did too.
You're
What's
both
up,
swipe
dead.
water. I should have flashed here.
No.
I don't. That's my mistake. Just dry swinging and I pay for it. Use your utility. I pay for it. Another thing is the SKYE dog. If you don't have your birds, your SKYE dog is super effective. Say when you,
Enemy remaining.
it's better than nothing too. Like, if he was right here and he destroyed my dog, I know where to pre-aim. Right? And it's even better when they're stunned.
Got her.
It's a free kill. It's the freest kill ever when they're stunned. Honestly, not the freest kill ever because people destroy people when they're stunned, but it's better than nothing. It's like an 80-20, you know? Another thing is, this is another way to flash for your team. It's the fact that when you flash, all eyes come to where that flash was. So let's look at this situation here. I'm the only one on B. I have info that they're B. They could be B at least. So I peek, and they're already up. It's 2v1. I have a deagle. I'm not going to win that by myself. I'm not stupid. I don't even have my flash to pop flash right away. So I kind of lose my timing. So I walk away to reposition to C because just standing there is, you know, it's predictable and it's bad, and I don't think it's good. And I created presence here. So as I'm walking away, I throw a flash for my Killjoy. Because when I flash, they're going to be scared. They're going to be looking at where that flash came from. Or they could even be blind.
Planted.
And my Killjoy gets kill. And then my
One
Reyna gets
enemy.
kill. And then why the neon push? Because he's scared from upper. He's scared that I'm here. But I'm not even there. So if he killed Reyna and he killed Killjoy, he thinking I'm upper, I'm already rotated to the C link, I think that's called. So just doing flashes like that and being smart is always a good idea. And just flashing to kind of delay in an instance. And we'll get a better sense of this right here in this clip. So I'm gonna pop flash, but they stun and I hear a satchels, so I'm scared. So I flash to delay, and I flash again to delay because they could peek. And I dog, But look what I do here. I hold my dog. I hold my dog just to delay that extra half, maybe a full second, maybe a half a second. Because when you hear a dog, you pre-fire it, you wait for it, and then you shoot it. I kind of delay it so they're waiting for my dog, but I'm delaying my dog so they can't shoot it, and it's just really smart play.
That's a fake.
Yeah, it's really smart. Here's another example. I wasted all my utility there just in case, because I heard him raise satchel. He could have went past my flash and it could not have blinded him, so he could have still killed me. So I do another flash just in case. But in this case, I don't need to use all my util at first. I didn't want to.
Maybe not.
Wait.
So I get stunned again, caught off guard, and I hear him B.
Or B.
I'm not gonna flash now because I hear him grabbing the orb. They're not gonna go out when they're grabbing the orb. Just, you know, I wait a little bit. I'm waiting for my time. I hear them coming out and I see the smoke coming, so I throw it before the smoke comes, right from my omen. I see him about to smoke, so I gotta throw it before the smoke goes, so it flashes as many people and delays as many people as possible. Because by the time I flash and the smoke goes down, it's only gonna blind like 1 or 2 of them, and the other people are gonna come through and just kill my teammate. So I flash now before the smoke comes through. I blind all of them. I dog.
They're going B.
Because if I flash, like I said before, some of them might be in the smoke or behind it, and they might not get blinded by it. So I dog instead. I do the same dog. I'm just gaining info. I'm delaying. I'm waiting for my team. I'm helping them delay. Look at that. They're waiting for it. But now they're like, okay, he's not pushing. I'm just gonna flash through. I get off. I dodge this. I get breach thingied, so I get ready to flash because I can't help my team because I'm getting breach drilled or whatever it's called. So I need to help them somehow. So I might as well throw a flash. And it's even better flash because they breach ult.
I'm flashing. I'm flashing.
You always want to counter util with util, right? Like a breach stun, you could delay the stun effect, right? You can delay your life with the utility like this. So I flash for them.
I got hit.
Not
I got
Luckily, my team already killed them all. But, you know, just in case they didn't, it would have delayed them even further and maybe help my team get out. The third most important part, because it goes team flash, or pop flash, is a very basic foundation. The team flash is what you need to learn next. The third most important is the information gathering. It's so important that you gain information on defense and offense. And then of course the fourth is delay, and then the fifth is probably like just outplay ability in general. Just very niche stuff. So let's take a look at this. We're defaulting on Lotus. We're C and B split. Kind of. We're just defaulting, proking and prodding. But we had no one A, so I just want to make sure no one flanking. Because we don't have a Cypher. So I just flash lobby.
Maybe I can look deep.
And when flashing for info, you gotta understand what your bird can and cannot see. Right? I'll get kinda greedy here. I wanna get both out here and out in this lobby.
Alright.
So I kinda turn it. But I'm aware I turned it. I'm aware I messed up right here. So he could technically be in this corner. Right? And not get scanned by the bird. So I'm aware of that. But, you know, just throwing that flash, I know they can't be here already. Or over here. So it's really good, really strong for info. I have ult, but we're not really committing anywhere. They don't really know where B, so I'm just kind of dry swinging. I don't use my utility when they don't know where we are, because that just gives away everything, and it gives away the lurk. You know, sometimes it's good not to use utility at all.
See.
So we're just poking and prodding. I see him there. Good trade by my boy. I break the trip. We're stuck in a trip here, and he's up top. I could flash. I can't flash, actually. I'm not in a position to flash. I know he's up here. If I flash, he could just swing and kill me with my thing out. And if I flash anyway and he gets blinded by it, what are we going to do? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. If I was by myself, I'd like flash to the right and like run to the left, right? Because that way it would blind him. But my teammate's right behind me. I can't communicate with that to him. So I just have to hold. We just hold. And then when you're stuck in a corner, what do? You swing. He swings, he gets killed. I immediately pop ult because I'm, you know, getting a little nervous. I need a little info. I kind of push forward because I'm feeling claustrophobic. I see here that my seekers, 2 of them are going C and 1 is upper.
Wait, bro.
I have a flank on this guy.
Can you TP out? Can you TP out? Can you TP out?
I don't push C-Link because they know that my dog are coming from that way, and then when their dogs are coming from that way, they might be aware that an enemy's there. So I don't go into a 50-50. I go into a position where I can have like a 90-10 or I can outplay them. My dog came from this way, so he's not expecting me to come from behind. I tell my Yori to TP out,
I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna
And
kill this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
get a free kill here.
You should run.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Now he has to take. I should have delayed. I should have trigger discipline a little longer, but I got a little nervous just because he started running around the corner. But now that that's done, I killed him. Whatever. He's gonna take forever to plant the bomb, and he used Killjoy ult, so they know we're not gonna be B. It's gonna be an A hit, so they know they're gonna be quick. But our guy is just as far as they are,
Yeah.
so I need to use a flash to delay
You almost
They
said
were
and
both-
fake
They were
presence.
both 14.
I fake presence that I could be around this corner, just
They're
to
both
delay just a little bit, you know.
Keep playing here. Keep playing here. We
I tell him to plant open for main so
30
we can
seconds
group
left.
up main, and I heal him while he's
Squad.
chilling right
Yo,
there.
I can play tree. You want?
Oh.
I told him
Oh,
to come
shit.
main, but he
Wait,
wants to
hold
play
on.
tree for some reason.
Wait, one.
Watch Ronnie. Watch
Break the
Ronnie.
wall.
One breaks the
I
thing
fake
right
TB. I
here.
fake TB.
I should have
They
insta
didn't go
flanked.
through the door. They're
I
going
should
to
have.
the-
Can you shoot any
I should have
flashes, guys?
flanked and do a fake info flash right here.
Yo,
and
one
flank
side,
this
one
one,
side.
but it's whatever.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
instead flash. The reason I don't swing with this flash is because one of the two things: positioning. I do think he's out in the open. I do think I could have killed him if he was full blind. But another thing was he looking at me, right? When you swing out the stairs right here, when you swing this corner, you clear this long angle. And if I flash from here, they're not necessarily looking at me. So I know that he might not be looking at me, and I don't want to take chances. So he might not be blind. So I just chill and I give fake presence. I just jiggle for info. He's right there.
One drop.
I'm
One drop.
wallbang him.
Alex,
Nice.
Alex, last one drop.
I have your left. I have your left. Nice.
Nice.
You know, and it also helped like him from swinging and killing my teammate, so that kind of helped too. Flashing for info is very strong. You want to do it mid round. You don't necessarily when people are 5-man rushing, you don't need to do it when you hear their footsteps right away. But if they're like walking up, right, and they're playing a little, and then they're hitting, then that's when you want to flash right away over like into A main or B main for info. Just got to be aware that they could dodge it and could timing you, and you got to understand that your birds come back every 40 seconds, I believe. So it's really strong, and you want to maximize that. If like 30 seconds into the if you have 30 seconds left in the round and it's been a minute into it and you have 2 flashes still, you're doing something wrong. You need to be proactive with your flashes. You should always have one flash, right? Just in case, so you can get out of situations. But you shouldn't always have 2 flashes. Like green flashes. One of them should be yellow. One of them should be recharging or recharged. Right? So you always want to be proactive and gain info for your team. Let's look at this. I kill him. If I flash here, because I know he's going to peek that, what's he going to do? He's just going to go back. It's going to be a waste. If I knew he was opping, of course I'd flash that. But he's not. I know he's not opping.
Enough.
Nice shot.
Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
I dog this right in the open, and I tell him to watch this. Look at this.
Ran
I
away.
see him rafter,
Top.
but I don't.
Oh.
I don't go after him rafter. I just calm it. I calm that he's rafter, and I clear everything else. I would only bite somebody if it's like the last second of my dog, or they're in a position where they can get. The stun can be utilized. If I bite him there, my team's so far away, no one's gonna kill him. It's useless. Instead, I'd rather gain more info. I know there's
Rafter,
literally
rafter, rafter.
nothing stairs, and then I go back to bite him.
He's stunned. He's stunned.
Off the box.
If you see a smoke, bro, just flash out, dude. Like every smoke, just flash out. It's so free. I was gonna flash this corner anyway, but just flash out. I throw it too far and it doesn't hit anything, so I know he's hiding either behind this because people love to swing this.
He's gonna swing after.
So I pre-fire him. I get the kill.
Flashing hell. I think.
I flash hell. I get a tag somewhere. He could be behind his box,
Default,
Blinded him,
default,
I blinded him.
but he comes default, so I look default.
I think default.
He's
Yeah.
backside,
I
backside.
get a free kill, and I go, okay, I got 3 kills. No utility,
open?
but
No smoke
I'm on
from
for my
him.
ace. Get this guy. He
Holy
could have
Oh
flashed
my
me, killed
god,
me.
you're right.
Doesn't. That's why I use your util. Yeah, I get an
Back
ace.
left.
The last thing is clutch ability. clutching with Sky is really niche, but you want to take the same concepts. Pop flashing, faking presence, getting info, things like that. Those are what it's good for. Or to like get out of situations, and I'll show you more in depth. Right? You always want to put the advantage into your favor. Try to take as little 50-50 fights as possible and outplay them. That's more you're more guaranteed to win a fight when you're outplaying them than just shoot straight, you know? Everyone can shoot straight in this game. This game is not hard, difficult mechanically. What brings it above the rest skill gap wise is the utility. Let's take a look at this.
Spike down A.
I can skip through a little bit.
Last player
Okay, look, it's 1v2 situation. The reason I don't pop flash here is again, they can hide. They might even be looking at me. If I flash and he's over here, he could just run back. He can wait over here. So I'm trying to listen for him to come closer. If he's over here a little bit closer and I pop flash, he's dead. But I hear him reloading and I know he's stuck behind the box, so I try to hold him. I wallbang him. And usually people, they panic and usually just swing. He does a good job by jiggling first, which you're supposed to do, right? Delay or mess up crosshair placement, and then swing. So he does a good job there. Usually most people just swing and I pre-fire and just get a free kill. But he did actually a good job. Anyway, I kill him, he's garbage. I ult right away because just use your Sky ult. It's 7 orbs, you get it back instantly. Right? And it's one of those ults like, you know, Raze ult, if you get a kill with a Raze ult, it doesn't go towards your next ult. Jet knives, you get kills with jet knives, it doesn't go towards your ult. You gotta waste your ult and then get a kill differently. This, you waste your ult, it gives you kind of a kill, and it goes to your next ult. That's also why it's really strong, to just use it. Just use it. Don't ever use it on the start of the round, because that's useless. They could just rotate and it would be a waste. Use it like mid to late round when they're lurking and they're about to hit a site with 30 seconds left. When they can't rotate, that's when it's really effective. Or use it in clutch situations. Use it always on a retake. Always use it on a retake. There's never a situation when you not want to use it on a retake unless it's like 5v1 and he's stuck in a corner with absolutely zero shot of losing or winning that. And then, you know, use it. You can use it to delay on a post plant. You can use it in all sorts of creative situations and just use it. Just don't use it at the beginning of the round unless they're pushing hard and you know you have nothing else to do like use. Then you use it. But right here, I just use it just to find him. He opens the door. I try to reload because I thought he was going into main, but he's actually sand, so I got scared right here. And right here, I'm like, okay, I have a flash, but I'm too far away to pop flash and kill him. And he's too close, right? He's about here, I can hear him. So he could kill me. I don't have the timing to get to this corner and pop flash him. So instead, I think, okay, let me fake presence instead. I throw my flash,
Blinded.
and I pop flash. I think I full blinded here, but whatever. I blind him, faking presence that I'm over here, and I walk over here. I also get the spike just in case. And I know I can flank him through the door right here, and he's going to be caught off guard. That's exactly what happened.
Oh my god.
Here we are again.
Oh,
I get breach ulted. I'm praying to God, like I'm dead here. I'm just praying to get just a one tap because breach ult kind of sucks sometimes.
Spike down.
But they don't even look at me, so I triggered up swing, get two.
My ult's ready.
I don't know where he is, so I don't pop Sky ult right away because just in case he swings me again, I don't pop it right away. But I realize he's over there, and right here I know what to do. I pop my ult, and I know he's over here, so it's gonna go to the right, and I'm gonna go to the left because he's shooting the cabbage. He's gonna be looking over here, and I'll be killing him from over here.
Oh my god.
And I do exactly that, but I forget this freaking fat box here, and I get unlucky. So I do the same exact thing, except with the flash. I fake presence to the left, and I go to the right. I should have delayed it a little longer because it takes actually a long time to loop around. But I throw it right away, and I fake presence. Even if it doesn't blind him, it fakes my presence still. It doesn't matter if I don't blind him. I'm faking my presence. But I know, like, it's gonna be too long for me to walk up all the way. By that time, he's gonna know. So I just hold instead, just in case he panic swings, because he's in a really claustrophobic spot. So I know he's gonna might panic screen. Instead he pops his ult, which is really good ult. I just reload because I have like 2 bullets or something. He pops it right there. He fakes TPs.
Nice.
Oh,
GG.
I position myself behind this pillar, and I just because I heard it over here, and I knew he was gonna swing. Because yeah, Omen's yours always fake TP in clutch situations like that, in close claustrophobic situations like that. Let's look at this clutch. This is one of my favorite ones.
We're
It's
not
only
overhealed,
3 piece, but it's really
How did
nice.
that
He
hit?
planted default. I just put my
Nice.
cross around him.
Hall's full health
Both.
over here.
I hear calm that they're both hell or
Yeah.
halls. Alright, one could be ramping
Yeah.
me, so I go to clear. 1 sec, give me a sec. I tell my teammate
I'm
to
holding.
wait.
I'm waiting for you. Wait, Ray's flashing one.
I'm clearing, they're not peeking. I go, how can I outplay him? How can I outplay both of them if they're both halls? If I were to pop flash, a lot of people hold this corner right here, this angle right here. If I were to pop flash that, he's gonna fall back, his teammate's gonna trade. It's not gonna work out. If I pop flash this corner. If I pop flash the other corner, this deeper one, it'd be better, but I gotta get there in the first place. So instead what I could do is this. Try to cross. Flash him to get him off the angle. And outplay him. Come from an angle they're not expecting. Kill this guy because he's off guard. He's thinking I'm coming from over here.
One enemy.
Oh,
He's not.
Wrapped.
I just try to win.
Oh
I don't
no.
have any util. I just try to win.
On your
Your
left.
left.
And I get
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, one very, very last thing. I know I said earlier that to just always flash out of smokes. That's not always the case, right? If you're flanking, or if they don't know where you are, then there's no reason to waste your flank with a flash. Like I said, when you flash, they all look at you. So take note of that. If you're flashing on a flank and they don't know that you're there in the first place, first of all, they're not gonna be looking at you. Second of all, then they're gonna be looking at you after you flash, and they're gonna kill you. It's gonna give away your flank. So don't flash out of a smoke if you don't think that they know that you're there. Only flash out of a smoke if you know that you're there. If you make a lot of noise and they're from that smoke, then you flash out. You want to make sure that they're looking at you. And in certain clutch situations, if you're 1 HP, you can make them look at you by doing things like jumping or making noise. So then they look at you, you then flash, and then bam, they're blinded, you get a free kill. That's very niche, but like sometimes you want them to look at you, and sometimes you don't want them to look at you. So just understand that. On another note, I also said that 2 ults, never ult in the beginning of the round. That's only for defense. On offense, ulting in the very beginning of the round for offense is very strong. It replaces the Sky Dog, so one person, you aren't dogging, you are also helping your team clear, because the dogs, it's like an automatic dog, so that's pretty much it. I hope this helps. This guy's such a strong character. In lower ranks, I think she's the most broken character. I actually think, nah, that's not true. I think Phoenix is the most broken character in lower ranks. In like medium to high rank, I think she's such a good character. Every ability in her kit is extremely strong, and when you have everything strong, the agent as a whole is super strong. So just this character's amazing. You get free kills when they're flashed. Just go out there and blind people, you know. And the more you play Skye, the more you'll understand situations and things like that. Yeah, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.